Open account items. With reliable customers who place regular orders, the seller might agree to open account terms. Here, the buyer doesn't have to pay for every delivery separately. Instead, he receives a statement of account every month or quarter, which states the total amount he owes the buyer. He is then expected to settle a minimum amount of his debt, 10% of the total amount, for example. As with HP, the seller can run the risk of the buyer not being able to keep up the payments. At least it's more convenient for the seller if he or she only have sent an invoice once a month or once every 3 months. But for the buyer, unlike HP, she or he can only profit from these terms of payment if he or she places regular orders. However, the advantages for her or him are the same. So do you remember what the title means with regards to sales contract? Payment on invoice, hire purchase, and open account terms can all be risky for the seller, as he is dependent on the buyer's ability and readiness to pay. For the reason, he retains the title of the goods until they have been completely paid for. That means the buyer can use the goods, but they remain the property of the seller until the buyer has made full payment. This ensures that the seller can get the goods back if the buyer doesn't pay for them. The last term of payment is leasing. Leasing is different to the other terms of payment because the title of the goods doesn't change hands. It is generally used for larger objects such as building, land, and machinery. A lease is an agreement between the owner of the object, the lessor, and the person who wants to use it. We call the leaseholder or lessee, which gives the leaseholder permission to use the object for a fixed period. So, for the lessor, leasing is good way for him or her to earn a regular income from his or her property over a long period. The main risk for him or her here is that the leaseholder may not be able to keep up his payments. And then for the lessee can make use the buildings and equipment which he or she otherwise might not be able to afford. Usually several years in return to the leaseholder pays rent to the lessor and is responsible for the object lease. So he has to arrange insurance and carry out repairs, for example. So when the lease expires, the leaseholder may be able to extend it or even to buy the object leased at a reduced price. This is possible. Yeah. In the case of the items such as technical equipment, he may be able to return to the object and take out a lease on a newer model. So this is the material for today, but please once again to remember that the submission of your assignment, individual assignment, 5A, don't forget I will wait until 13 hour or 1 o'clock p.m. on the afternoon, and then for 5B on Thursday 22 October at 22:30 p.m. So don't forget to send by email hcramdani@unis.ac.id in PDF, not in Word. And please don't forget to put your name on it. Okay, so I hope you understand the topic for today. Thank you very much and see you.